Good news for travelers to Canada. In today's video update, we will talk about the fully vaccinated travelers to Canada, who can be released early from quarantine. Canada is easing quarantine requirements for fully vaccinated exempt travelers, opening border to confirmation of permanent residence holders. Canada's phased approach to easing border measures will begin on the 5th of July 2021 at 11:59 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time for fully vaccinated travelers who are exempt from travel restrictions, which now includes approved permanent residents. Fully vaccinated travelers who can now enter Canada do not need to undergo quarantine or take a COVID-19 test on day 8. Moreover, fully vaccinated travelers arriving by air do not have to stay at a government-authorized hotel. Travelers still have to be exempt from travel restrictions to cross the border. Canada has now broadened exemptions to include the 23,000 people who have a confirmation of permanent residence issued after the 18th of March 2020. Travelers still have to take the pre- and on-arrival testing requirements. Fully vaccinated travelers are not exempted from quarantine, the mandatory hotel stay, or day 8 testing. Travelers must also electronically submit COVID-19 related information on the ArriveCan app or by signing in online at canada.ca or ArriveCan before arriving in Canada. Further details about the information required and how to enter it into ArriveCan will be available online by the 5th of July 2021. Last week, Prime Minister Justin Trudeau told Canadians that this was just the initial step, while the government works with the provinces on a national vaccination certification. The exempted travelers can skip the mandatory quarantine, provided their COVID-19 test on arrival comes back negative. Travelers will also have to be asymptomatic and have a suitable quarantine plan. The traveler must have received the full series of a vaccine, or a combination of vaccines, accepted by the Government of Canada, at least 14 days prior to entry. Travelers must show the proof of vaccination in English or French, otherwise, travelers will need a certified translation. Vaccines from any country are acceptable, as long as they are one of the 4 vaccines approved by Health Canada, Pfizer, Moderna, Johnson & Johnson, and AstraZeneca. The government may expand the list of vaccines in the future as more evidence comes available. All travelers, including non-vaccinated travelers, have to disclose COVID-19 vaccination information, including whether they received a COVID-19 vaccine, the brand name, or any other information that identifies the vaccine they received. Travelers have to provide dates of vaccination, and the vaccine must have been administered at least 14 days prior for the traveler to be considered vaccinated. Travelers with the vaccination status fully vaccinated will be granted exemption from quarantine, mandatory hotel stay and day 8 testing if certain conditions are met. These measures are still in place for people who have not received complete vaccination, including those who have recovered from COVID and have received 1 dose of the vaccine. Officials, in a technical briefing, said that children who are not eligible to be vaccinated will still be required to complete the mandatory 14-day quarantine and day 8 testing. Fully vaccinated parents traveling with their children will be able to get out of quarantine early. Also, the federal government has adjusted the rules to require COVID-19 testing before and after arrival and a period of mandatory quarantine. Our video ends here. If you found this video useful, then please like the video and comment below. Thanks for watching.